So we all know that Cornell University was a big university stop for Ken Dryden. Dryden went on to a great career, starting with Team Canada, leading up to Montreal. Great career as a politician, lawyer, journalist, Hall of Famer. But he's not the only player that Montreal got from Cornell as a goaltender in the 1970s. And you're saying to yourself, why are you bringing this up? Well, this is a trivia question, ladies and gentlemen. Can you name the second goalie that Montreal took a big look at from Cornell? And a lot of people consider him the heir apparent at Cornell to Ken Dryden. His name is Dave Elenbaas. Now, Dave Elenbaas, born Chatham, Ontario, weighed in at 175 pounds, 5'10". He was drafted in the fourth round of the 1972 NHL Amateur Draft. Now, this was after two very key seasons with Cornell in the ECAC. But Montreal was trying to figure out if Elenbaas was going to commit to Montreal. He took a season away from the ice, and by 1974, Montreal was looking at a strong number three, the possibility of Larocque or Dryden ever got injured or needed a break. He's had a good career with the Nova Scotia Voyageurs over 4 seasons. And so good, he won the Harry Holmes Memorial Award in 74, 75, 76, and 77 as the top goalie in the league. Now, his goals against totals were quite impressive. Over 4 seasons, he didn't have any average over 3.15, and also put on some strong playoff numbers. His best season with Nova Scotia was his first, in my opinion. He had a 2.96 average with 3 shutouts. 76, another impressive season. He played 2,800 minutes with 5 shutouts with a 2.42 average. 77, won 21, lost 7, tied 3 with a 2.61 average. But ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, even though he, if I'm not mistaken, he was called up as an emergency backup, didn't play. Elenbaas eventually left Montreal. His last season was with the Dallas Blackhawks of the CHL in 1978, and that season he went 23, 20, and 2 with 1 shutout. So, woulda, shoulda, coulda. Cornell was always well known for producing quality players. He was a Canadian in the U.S. program, came back to Canada, but Montreal, to my knowledge, didn't really seek out any other top-flight goalies in the mid-1970s. I don't remember them drafting somebody very strong. You see, Elenbaas was 72. And the Nova Scotia Voyageurs, ladies and gentlemen, we look at his first season in 1974. Now, there was a lot of good players, but Elenbaas was sort of the guy that was taking either half the load or the majority of the load for his time with the Voyageurs. Now, if Montreal ever was going to look at a number 3 player, for Elenbaas was going to be the one, because just like Ken Dryden, personality of the Cornell players has always been what he called extremely, what's a proper term? Extremely easy to coach, easy on the bench. But in his last season with Montreal, like if you look at the team that was ahead of him, including some good prospects. Ed Walsh was his big battler at the time, but how it usually worked with Elenbaas, he was sharing duties all the time, either with Ed Walsh and or whatever key player they're looking at. But ladies and gentlemen, all I can say is in 2020, you look at the amount of goalies that Montreal had in the system. With the failure of Wayne Thomas and Michel Place, Thomas was pawned out of town to Toronto. Place ended up in the expansion squads. But Elenbaas, like I said, he should have been given, a chance. And unfortunately, he never he never was given that full, full look. So we thank you for listening. And our next podcast, we're going to talk about the curious case, actually, of one of his teammates. You'll have to find out. Have a good day. Bye.